bit of news is the one that I spent the most time on this week. It started last week, and I saved it. I didn't talk about it last week because I wanted to wait for you to get here, and I'm glad I did. Not just because, got to have you a part of this because it's definitely an interesting discussion, but also because it's gotten way worse.
Okay.
I gotta hide it. We can't give them any money. They gotta pay us first. Like a Metapod. Yeah, like a Metapod. Favorite Pokemon, Sprigatito. Sprigatito's pretty great. I went with Fuecoco, but Sprigatito's pretty great. So, let's talk about Smash tournaments.
Wow.
Now, if we talk about... It is the Weed Cat. It is. If we talk about Smash, something's gone wrong. Because how I feel about Super Smash Brothers tournaments.
Yeah.
I made it very clear on this podcast. I think that Smash tournaments are a problem because almost always they allow people to prey on minors in a way that I'm super not okay with, and far too many pro players that played Smash went after minors. However, this time I'm on the Smash player's side, and that's a weird feeling. So,
oh gosh, okay.
Let me set this story up for you because it's going to take a minute. It's going to take a little bit. Basically, Smash World Tour has tournaments every year. But this year, they decided to do something a little bit different. They decided, and they had tournaments all year this year too, but this year they did a circuit tournament. So each tournament built up to the final tournament that was going to be in December. Players earned points all throughout the year to be able to play, and the two games that were going to be played were Super Smash Bros. Melee and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, this goes deep. There was another circuit that was announced this year by a company called Panda. Panda has been doing a bunch of stuff with esports for a long time. They picked up a bunch of popular Melee players and Smash Ultimate players, such as Plub. For anybody who knows Plub, one of the best Melee players in the world, and tried to pick up more. They wanted to make their mark as they had their own circuit and they could do it. However, this is where things start getting dastardly. The CEO of Panda is a man named Dr. Allen.
Okay.
Allen decided that Panda needed to be the only place, basically, doing Smash tournaments. And so he started going around to smaller tournaments and insinuating that, it'd be a real shame if Nintendo found out you were doing a Smash tournament and didn't have a license from them to do a Smash tournament. Which, there's always been an unspoken rule for Smash tournaments, which is, if I wish Muttley was involved, maybe he could have stopped this. The unspoken rule has been, we don't talk to Nintendo, and Nintendo doesn't talk to us. We do our own thing. We don't try to get Nintendo involved in the tournaments, and Nintendo lets us be. Now, Nintendo stepped in a couple years back at EVO. I don't know if you remember that or not. Nintendo said, hey, Smash is being used for child predation. We don't appreciate that. You can't play at EVO anymore on the main stage.
Yeah.
Which EVO stopped letting them play on the main stage. Nintendo put their foot down. There were far too many stories that come up, far too many legal problems that came up. Nintendo put their foot down. But they've never gotten involved with other companies that have been running tournaments, right? So it's always been, we don't talk to them, they don't talk to us, we do our thing, they pretend we don't exist. Smash World Tour has gone with that policy for a long time. But Mr. Allen went to smaller tournaments and said, hey, it sure would be a shame if Nintendo found out you were playing without a license. You should probably not have your tournament, because I hear they're getting really serious about this kind of thing. And obviously I'm paraphrasing what he said.
Yeah.
But the intent was pretty clear. And so smaller tournaments started shutting down. Well, Smash World Tour put out a statement on the 29th that says, it is with an unbelievably heavy heart that we must announce that both the upcoming Smash World Championships as well as the 2023 Smash World Tour must be canceled. Without any warning, we received notice the night before Thanksgiving from Nintendo that we could no longer operate. This was especially shocking given our discourse with Nintendo the past 12 months. Since then, we have been working around the clock to take the proper steps logistically, as well as to prepare the statement with proper legal guidance. We are seriously grateful for all the support over the years, and we're incredibly proud of what we were able to build as a community. In 2022 alone, we connected over 6,400 live events worldwide, with over 325,000 in-person events, making the Smash World Tour the largest esports tour in history for any game title. The championship would also have had the largest prize pool in Smash history at over 250,000. 2023 Smash World Tour planned to have a prize pool of over 350,000. That being said, we are truly devastated that this is being taken away. And they talk about how heavy the impact that the tour is being canceled has, how much money they have lost as a company that's been wrapped up in all this, how upset they are with everything going on. They're trying to get people back the money they paid in and to refund all the tickets. But what's really disappointing to them is Nintendo, over the last couple weeks, has been telling them how excited they are for this tournament, and now they do this. And then they say, we truly believe things were progressing positively for quite some time. We had kept all this progress quiet, but especially in light of both Nintendo and their partner Panda's actions this year, we wanted to take the opportunity to write an open letter to Nintendo, as we don't know how much the higher-ups at Nintendo are even aware of the history and context of the last few years. So that's when people went, wait, Panda's partner with Nintendo?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dick Dastardly seems to have somehow set off the people with say-sos in Nintendo.
He called in the Nintendogs, you might say.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, you might say that, I guess.
So Panda put out a statement in response to this that basically is just like, hey, the team that manages and administers the Panda Cup has worked diligently to create an exciting, welcoming environment for competitive Smash. We are all as surprised as the public to see the announcement of the Smash World Tour's cancellation, as well as the accompanying statement, which attacked the hard work and ethics of those behind the Panda team. They go on to talk about how any collusion is definitely false, and they're excited to see a fruitful year of competition come from their tournament. They then say that Panda's listened to the community and changed some of their approaches to working with tournaments based on that feedback. In the Smash World Tour statement, there's a number of accusations leveled against Dr. Allen, the CEO of Panda. In reality, Dr. Allen, as Nintendo of America has corroborated, has been one of the more vocal supporters of the broader community and the Smash World Tour organizers in internal conversations. We're not going to show you into those conversations, but you got to believe us.
Yeah. This just sounds like, honestly, it just sounds like a bunch of backhanded business stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, Faith. They never actually outright made an attack. It's just, hey, this is a little interesting here. And that was the thing that people were supposed to fall back on. And they did. And so people went after Panda pretty hard because of this. In response to both of those, Nintendo issued a statement, which is only making things worse. Nintendo says any partner that we grant a license to has to meet the high standards we require when it comes to the health and safety of our fans.
A little bit late for that on the Smash front.
Yeah, for sure. And you could take that and say, well, that makes sense, right? Nintendo realized that Evo was a problem because of what was going on there, and so now they're trying to make sure that health and safety concerns are taken care of. And Smash World Tour just must not have been meeting those standards, right? Except Panda's still allowed to have their tournament, and Panda copy-pasted Smash World Tour's health and safety guidelines and didn't even remove the SWT logo from the guidelines. So clearly SWT was following the guidelines.
Yeah.
Nintendo also goes on to say that, hey, we're open to partner with other organizations and will continue to offer licenses for major tournaments outside of the Panda Cup. Panda Global will continue to be a key partner, and we look forward to receiving proposals from other groups for tournament licenses. In the
Yeah.
meantime, Panda continues to advocate on behalf of the Super Smash Bros. Community, even to the point that Panda has advocated for other organizations and tournaments to work with Nintendo. Now, there's some more context that's come out since then, which is that some people issued for a license back in March and still haven't heard back from Nintendo.
Yeah.
Now, this all comes to a head when people continued to make a fit out of it and saying, hey, this is not right. Something's very wrong here. Some DMs between Alan and other tournament organizers were leaked where he openly threatened them. And Alan was gonna just keep rocking until Panda employees started quitting. Panda players started quitting, including Plub. And Panda went into panic mode and ousted their CEO.
Wow.
Dr. Allen is now attempting to get his company back and says that he has proof that he did none of the things he's been accused of. But Panda has put out another statement that basically says, hey, we realize that things are not good right now. He messed up, and we have to pay for it, so we're canceling the Panda Cup.
Nobody.
So now nobody gets to play.
Nobody. Yeah, nobody's going to play. Look, in a weird way, I wouldn't mind if you got rid of Smash Brothers tournaments, but it just...
Not like this.
Not like this. Not like this.
Panda says they're going to come back next year and try to do things right. They're inviting people that want to come from SWT that want to join their company. Now's probably not the time to try and get them to join your company, but
yeah,
you know,
yeah, but man, because that's the thing, though, right? We talked about players, we talked about publishers, but the you got the people that just work in the companies there, kind of in the middle.
They didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, that just didn't have any sway on this at all either.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. So
it makes sense.
It's I'm right with you in that I don't necessarily think we need Smash tournaments, but this was not the way that this should have gone down. And the fact that he was able to just do this is ridiculous to me. He knows somebody at Nintendo, clearly.
Yeah. He's trying to corner the market, expand your profits. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So that's where we're at on that. That story has evolved probably as far as it's going to go. I doubt that we'll see anything big come out for it. And again, there was a lot of stuff that come out about this. People sending death threats to people at Pandas. People sending death threats to people at Nintendo. The average employee of any of those companies has no part in this.
Yeah.
They're just doing their job. If you choose not to support Nintendo because of this, I get it. That's your choice. But don't go after the employees.
Right.
They're just trying to make money for their families. It's never okay to send death threats to people's employees. You should not be doing that. So, yeah. That's where all this shakes out.
All right.
We covered that a lot faster than I thought we would, honestly.
Yeah. Well, there's always pushing and whining between higher ups that you can put up with, you know?
Yep. For sure.